Miami Marlins are back, and so is Popular Stranger. What's going on, guys? Again, this is episode number 7 of the Miami Marlins franchise, and this is the first brand new episode for my new channel here. I got to jump right into it here. A lot of stuff we've missed since the last episode, and again, I haven't really played this, I haven't played it for about a month since the last episode, so I still have everything written down from what happened in between 6 and 7, but it's not going to be fresh in my brain, so I'm going to go through this here. Luckily, we got a long video, so as always, sit back, relax, and cruise through this gameplay, guys. Pretty exciting, high-scoring game. But before I get into it, I just need to let you guys know that John Mayberry is still a beast. There's a solo home run from Mayberry. I don't remember what number that is, but Charlie Manuel there just looks disgusted. And spoiler alert, it won't be the last time that he's going to look disgusted because there's another home run. Alright guys, let me get into it here. So after we left off, I believe the last game I recorded before this one was a game with the Rockies, and we finished up a 3-game series with them, so there were 2 other games. The first one was a 5-1 win. Adrian Gonzalez had 2 solo home runs in the first and the third inning. Logan Morrison also had a solo home run, and Jed Lowry extended his hitting streak to 11 games. The next game was completing a sweep against the Rockies, another win, 8-4. Logan Morrison, another solo home run. Adrian Gonzalez hit a grand slam, and Zach Duke finally pitched a great game, gave up a cheap home run at some point late in the game, but he pitched well. You know, he's been struggling all season. And there's another home run by Jed Lowry. So, hey, I looked up at the wrong time. You already saw his. That was actually Jimmy Rollins, J-Roll, tying the game up at 3-3. Let me look back down at my paper. So then we had a very important, even though it's still early in the season, 4-game series with the San Francisco Giants. That's a team that could potentially be, a rival for the wild card spot. First one was a 3-2 win. Again, this is against the Giants. Hanley Ramirez hit a big 2-run home run. Omar Infante had a RBI double in the 7th inning. So that was, that was clutch for him. And Heath Bell, it looks like he picked up a save. I don't know. I can't understand my chicken scratch there. Next game, again, was against the Giants. Another win, 2-1. Mayberry had a solo home run in the 6th inning, and Heath Bell came out and got another save. That was his 15th at this point. Next game was a loss against the Giants, 3-1. Gave up 2 home runs in the 6th inning. Lowry's hit streak ended there at 15 games. And from what I wrote down here, Matt Cain was almost impossible to hit that game. He's a beast. We all know that. But we closed out that 4-game series with another win, 5-2. So we take the series 3-1 against the Giants. Was down 2-0 in that game to start. Aaron Rowland, one of my backup center fielders, came in, hit a solo home run. John Buck hit a 2-run home run. And Adrian Gonzalez hit a pinch hit 2-run home run. He's been playing absolutely great, Adrian Gonzalez, that is. Ever since the trade, he started off slow, but he's just been money lately, and as you see, right on cue, he gets a base hit there. So then we had looks like a series against the Washington Nationals. The first one was a 5-4 win. Gave up a 2-run home run in the very first inning, but Brett Hayes, the backup catcher off the bench, hit a 2-run home run to tie the game. Zach Duke actually hit a home run in that game, so that's the second time that I've hit a home run with a pitcher this season. And then Brett Hayes came out and hit another home run that game to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th. This time it was a solo shot and ultimately win the game 5-4, like I said. At some point after or during that game, Logan Morrison did get hurt. He was out for about a week, but it's okay because he's actually just a bench player, but a very important bench player. The next game was a win against the Nationals, 6-3. Josh Johnson pitched a complete game, 9 strikeouts. Mike Stanton hit a 3-run home run to break a very, very long cold streak. If you've noticed, I haven't said his name in a while. And Greg Dobbs, who is like my pinch hitting go-to guy when it comes to facing righties, and all my lefties are already starting, hit his first home run of the year, and it was actually in a starting role. It was a solo home run. During that point, well, actually, I'm not going to talk about this trade that happened. You'll hear about it shortly coming up. So the next game was a loss against the Nationals, 6-3. Gave up 6 runs in the first 5 innings. Steven Strasburg was very hard to hit. I got him into a really high pitch count, but he just kept dominating me. But yeah, 6-3 loss. And then we came around to this series with the Philadelphia Phillies. The first game I actually recorded for my old channel. It was right around the time I had to create my new channel. And I was just so frustrated I deleted the gameplay. So I didn't really take any notes. It was a 6-7 loss against the Phillies. Very, very back and forth game. Ended up, I believe, giving up a home run either in the 8th or the 9th. And ultimately lost the game. And you'll see the standings here after the game, and you probably saw the records before the game, but you know, really in a battle for first place right now with the Phillies when it comes to our division, the National League East. So this is an important series. I thought this was going to be a home run, another one to Jimmy Rollins, but luckily it only came out to be a sacrifice fly to hold them. And you know, I'm not even sure what the score is at this point. I think 10-5. And I didn't mention it, but this is game number 54 of the season. Yeah, 10-5, as you can see the score there. So that's what's going on in the season. One suggestion I got from a lot of you guys was as far as my lineup, and I kind of had thought about it on my own. I don't know if the games that I recorded reflect my lineup, but a lot of people were suggesting, you know, since I traded Reyes, to move Handley over to shortstop and then put either Logan Morrison or John Mayberry at third base so I could start both of them. So this game, and I think it already happened, I put John Mayberry at third, and you saw that horrible error where he threw it, you know, into the stands. And his fielding is pretty good. Let me stop here. So you see Aaron Crow. I picked him up from the Kansas City Royals. The computer just, you know, requested a trade him for some random AAA player that I had that I'll probably never use. So I said, you know, why not? I had been looking into basically adding one more player to my bullpen, another reliever, just because I didn't want to come up short in that category. So I took him, even though he doesn't look like he's a good player. I brought him in for the 7th inning here, and you know, you're just going to see what he does for the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. There was at a point, and I still may do it, but I don't know. I'm looking at the option of trading Omar Infante for Ryan Madison of the Cincinnati Reds. So let me know if you guys think that would be a smart trade for me to do. I mean, it sounds like it's a good one. Infante, I don't play him much anymore, so, you know, back to the lineup that I was talking about. Primarily, I'm going with Logan Morrison at third base, Handley at shortstop, and keeping Mayberry out in left field. This way I got a great lineup, and then I put Jed Lowry at second base, and I don't have one weakness in my, you know, my 1 through 8 batters. Obviously the pitcher is really the only weak spot, but I feel with that lineup, you know, I can hit against anybody, and I really have a strong bench. But you see Aaron Crow, we're going to get a PSN trophy there. I don't know why I said PSN, but a PlayStation trophy for getting a save in that situation. Even though there was a huge lead, he pitched 3 innings, and held on to the lead. And I kind of purposely went for that trophy because I knew it was one there, and I was in a good position to go for it. So there's the updated standings, deadlocked at first place with the Philadelphia Phillies, and one more game to go against them. You're going to see my upcoming schedule. It's almost current with what's going on, in real life right now. But you see, we got the Braves and a ton of games with Boston coming up. I would expect the next episode to be against the Red Sox. It's Popular Stranger. Till next time, I'm out, guys. Peace.